I spoke with Russo earlier today. Here's our conversation. First, our condolences for what you and your family are going through. This is such a horrific case and something certainly no child should ever endure. So first, let me ask you, how are you and the boys holding up?
Day by day, and that's all that we can do right now.
I wanted to ask you about, what happened. Tell us what, to your knowledge, how this unfolded, and wondering if you feel this was premeditated. It sounds like it was, but walk us through the events.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So it was your normal Friday afternoon. My brother Chris had just gotten off of work. He was doing what he always did. He went to pick his boys up at daycare. He went inside the daycare. He got his boys. He brought them out. He put them in the truck, and he went and got back in. I believe the reports said that they seen on the video that Mindy hugged the boys and everything. She wasn't supposed to be there. I'm not sure why she was. Well, we know why she was there now, but she really had no reason to be there. Chris walked around, got into the driver's side of his vehicle, getting ready to leave. She came around. She fired 3 shots at close range. She backed up, fired 2 more shots. He got out of the vehicle. He's trying to get away from her. He makes a run for the daycare. The daycare has 2 doors leading into it. So he gets through the first door. They had already secured the second door because of the gunshots. She followed him into the building and shot him 3 or 4 more times. I believe it was a total of 9 shots altogether.
Wow.
She can be heard saying, you have to die, let him die. It was definitely premeditated. She had just been walking the road in front of his home that Sunday before. So just a week before, she was walking the road with the same backpack, concealing something in her hands, just waiting for the moment to be able to do this. And this was her moment.
I just can't get my mind around it. I know our viewers can't either, because it sounds like, how close were the children? They were in the back seat when he was in the car getting shot?
Yes, they were in the back seat, in their car seats of an SUV, just sitting in the back seat. Thank God nothing happened to them. Thank God nothing ricocheted, nothing went through and hit them.
Right.
Because they were right there. They can be heard screaming on the recordings from the childcare, from the daycare center. So obviously they were terrified, to say the least.
Absolutely. To see your own mother taking aim at your father in this way. I'm just curious, how well did you know her? I would imagine there would be holidays, birthdays that you've been around her. What can you tell us about her?
Yeah, so she was a really good actress. She did really good at putting on a calm face when she needed to put on a calm face and, show up. She would show up quiet. She wouldn't really make a big scene. She wouldn't really draw a lot of attention to herself, but we also could tell that she was spiraling and that mask would start to fade off and you would start to see some of the signs that something wasn't right. Chris would tell us the stories of things that were going on when they lived together, when he was in the home with her, behind closed doors, about the violence, about the abuse. And then, once he moved out of the home and separated, we started to see a lot more of it as well. The stalking, right, the harassing, the text messages and everything that came along with it. Attacks. She would attack him at child exchange when he would be doing kid pickups with her and stuff like that. She attacked him with a knife before. She would make these attacks and then call in the police department and claim that he had attacked her when he was the one with all the scratches and wounds and everything else.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.